Hey everybody, I'm Zelda Master and welcome back to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. In this one, we're going to be making our way to Death Mountain as we help Daruk, the Goron hero. So let's go ahead and eat something that will actually give us more movement speed, as let me just say, we're going to be moving a lot throughout Death Mountain. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
The rugged Gorons lived in Goron City, a town carved into Death Mountain. They were forged in volcanic heat, their bodies as hard as stone. Daruk, a brave Goron whose power of protection could repel the mightiest of blows, was deemed the best candidate to pilot Divine Beast Vah Rudania. The princess and her entourage ventured to Goron City in hopes of securing Daruk's cooperation.
What you'll learn about me is that I never refuse a sincere request. So of course I'm on board with your plan. Except there is one problem. Well, it's just Vah Rudania is in a difficult spot right now. The Divine Beast was found pretty high up on Death Mountain. A lot of monsters have been crawling around lately, so even getting close to old Rudania is a big pain. Only the bravest go up there now. So that's why it's a good thing it's gonna be us!
Of course.
Come on! Death Mountain won't climb itself.
And so it begins on Death Mountain. And luckily for us, right off the bat, we can play as...
Daruk.
Yes, Daruk. I wanted Zelda to say it for me. I don't know why, I just find it so cool how they yell out each other's names when you swap between characters. But okay, let's go ahead and make our way to the Southern Mines as we roll our way to there. Yes, I love the fact that Daruk can roll when he essentially sprints. This was something that was lacking in the original Hyrule Warriors with the Goron champion, it being Darunia. But hey, we got it now. Like, you know, Koei Tecmo figured out that should be a mechanic, as in Majora's Mask, rolling was such a huge thing with the Goron's mobility. There was even a race all about it. And that is something I feel like we should see Gorons do more often to maneuver. So I like how it's actually a part of the gameplay and not just a cutscene. But okay, Daruk is very slow unless you land a flurry rush. That looked so hilarious. But yeah, he's a very slow character. He's more about being defensive and dishing out very heavy strong damage, but at a very slow pace. But obviously, he's super fun to play as, and since we can play as him, I'm definitely going to use him throughout the entire level because this is his level. It's literally known as Daruk, what the Goron champion or whatever, the Goron hero, I believe, was the title of this level. So I mean, yeah, I gotta dedicate this entire level to playing as Daruk. As some levels you can't play as the champion, aka the only one we couldn't was Rivali's in the Tabantha Frontier, which we took on last time. So I'm gonna make use of Daruk since we actually can play as him, similar to Mipha right off in the beginning, and unlike Urbosa where we had to first reach a cutscene in order to play as her. But either way, all of these missions introduce you pretty well to the champions, and by the end of it we'll have them all unlocked. Daruk is the last one. We're literally unlocking him from completing this level, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun leveling all of them up. I'm gonna focus on that the second I unlock Daruk. I'm gonna make sure every character is well leveled, because yeah, now that we unlocked pretty much the general party, we can continue on with the story. So I'm really excited to put all of these champions to use, and Daruk is definitely super fun, as you actually need to use Daruk throughout this level. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, to get through certain points, as you may have noticed, rocks were falling, kind of like when you scale Death Mountain in other Zelda games, and that is because Daruk can only roll through it. Other characters would be getting hurt by it. So Daruk is almost like a must to complete this level, though I'm going to make sure to complete everything with him. While he is very big, he's a big boy like that. Let me actually utilize his mechanics. So, okay. He has his Daruk's protection, which is very, very useful. As you can see, it blocks the damage completely. And then there we were able to easily avoid everything because we're pretty slow and round, so it's kind of hard to avoid attacks. But that worked out perfectly, and now we can finish up this fire moblin. There are other ways to kill these fire moblins easy, really easy, especially if you use the elemental rods, it being the ice rod for the fire ones. And I like how we literally get some for our fire rod, but we're not even going to touch it. But okay. But either way, yeah, we'll be able to dispose all of them with Daruk, even though we just got him. I do believe these characters start off as level 5, but we're going to make sure to level the crap out of all of them after this. So, okay. Let's go ahead and continue our way forward, and that is scaling Death Mountain itself. Again, with Daruk, because he's the fastest. That's kind of why I picked food, again, that would speed me up, because there's so much traveling in this level, but also Daruk does it best. Like, just being able to roll through enemies like that, super nice. Link would be the second best with shield surfing, but in general, Daruk is what we have to play as to begin with. But okay, so here's a normal Boblin, so I'm just going to kind of kill it normally. I want to use my Ice Rod, but I want to save it for the fire ones, as we're probably not going to be able to replenish the Ice Rod in this level, as we're only going to find Fire Wizrobes. And for those wondering, the way you get back more power to your rods is by killing the Wizrobes and having them drop it. So that's pretty much how you want to build it back up if you are in a level that you can find the proper Wizrobe. Okay, that really not killed that Moblin from that clap? Like, I clapped his cheeks and he was still just dancing. I don't understand. But okay, and by cheeks, I mean, his face cheeks. Daruk claps him. For anyone thinking otherwise, you're a dirty person. But anyways, let's just continue on. I love the way Daruk does clap, though. It reminds me of the first time we saw Daruk when I forgot what the quote was. He was like, "Here we go," or something, and that was before Breath of the Wild came out. That's when Breath of the Wild was such a mystery. Everything felt so unreal. And that's how I feel with Breath of the Wild 2 as well. I can't wait for Nintendo to release more on it. This game, for those who, may not feel that way with this game, consider it a spin-off. It's not really a Zelda game. It's just, like what Mario Kart or Mario Party is to the Mario titles. Just something to enjoy, more content for Zelda fans. And I feel like this is amazing for Zelda fans. Anyone who disagrees just may only want the core experience or don't want to open their mind to other things. But I feel like if you look at this for its face value and don't consider it a Legend of Zelda game, that's the reason why they called it Hyrule Warriors and not the Legend of Zelda Hyrule Warriors, you can enjoy it for what it is. So many different titles have spin-offs. Why can't Zelda have it? Why does Zelda have to be so sacred and not have spin-offs? I want more spin-offs. I want a Zelda party. I want a Zelda cart. I want everything Zelda related, so I don't care. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. But again, compared to Breath of the Wild 2, the hype is not the same. So yeah, Goron City, you may notice I can't actually explore it. It's blocked by crates, but it's cool how we made our way to Goron City, and now we're gonna make our way to Goron Mine. So while Goron City isn't too explorable, it is really cool how we can traverse it. Again, all of the terrain within this game doesn't feel truly accurate to how Breath of the Wild portrayed it, because you're forced in linear pathways, but it's still good enough to do the job. And okay, there we go. I wasted some of my Ice Rod, which is a bummer because I'm not going to be able to get any of it back, but we can easily dispose of this Moblin. Oh, we got to level up too. Not bad. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I do have a little bit of that rod if I want to use it, but we can also use other attacks. I'm glad I leveled him up. Every level up you replenish your Muso and HP, which is really nice, so I don't have to constantly heal, but I do believe that this upcoming enemy might be difficult. So yes, we're making our way through Goron Mines, past Goron City, to this. An Igneous Alice. Yes, this enemy is, one of the overworld bosses we see in Breath of the Wild, and now it's straight up a boss we gotta take on in this game. I think it's really cool, actually, because I love how you can literally do what you do in Breath of the Wild, and that is when you stun them, you can jump on top of them and start laying damage on their ore deposit, which is essentially their weak point. I feel like this battle translates really well to how it played out in Breath of the Wild, and I actually like it a lot. This, I would say, is one of the closer representations of how it felt like in Breath of the Wild, but in a Muso style, and that's what actually makes this battle really fun. Like, I like these taluses. So while it is tanky, all you need to do is constantly have it drop to its weak point, and then you could ride it. You don't actually have to ride it if your attacks will reach from the ground, but it's easier to get your set of attacks like this and then do the weak point where Daruk is really gonna smash him. Oh, it's so satisfying. Well, Daruk, I would say, isn't my favorite champ just because I don't like how slow pace he is, and I mean, the dude's afraid of dogs. It's hard to really feel like he's a badass, but in general, he's just not my playstyle. Like, I feel like Daruk is very OP, and I actually really love the way he fits in this game, but I feel like other characters are better. But that does say a lot. Like, I didn't really like playing as the Goron, it being Darunia in Hyrule Warriors, but I love playing as Daruk. I feel like with it being a unique experience, it taking stuff from Breath of the Wild, it does it super well. So there we go. We killed the Iron Talus. So I guess my whole point is, because I feel like kind of repeating myself, as I am kind of focusing on playing as well, but I mean, let's be honest, it's mainly button mashing. I can focus on commentating more because most my effort, I feel like, goes into commentating than gameplay when it comes to this game, I'll be real. But my point is, yeah, just for a Goron, he's really fun to play as, but definitely not. Whoa, I can't. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, these guys won't even let me. Easily a range attack would kill him, but now I am upset. I might, you know what? Okay, yeah, you're not gonna let me roll. I never had this happen to me, actually. Whoops, I didn't. Okay, wrong. I would have used the bombs, which probably would have been perfect, but it's fine. We'll use the ice rods and stop them in their path because, yeah, they were literally not preventing me from moving forward. That was weird. But okay, now we're good. So there I actually have to focus on the gameplay. But as I was saying earlier, I don't normally, because yeah, it is very hack and slash. You can just kind of enjoy it as you go along. And nice. Okay, I didn't actually have to eat. And if you do lose a lot of HP and you don't have food to recover your HP, don't worry, because right after that little area, there is this. And also, okay, wait, a Korok seed. Let me just heal first. Let me just show off how this works. So boom, there you go. You're done. I didn't have much HP to heal off, but I do love how the hot spring works exactly how it did in Breath of the Wild. This whole area reaching Death Mountain is a very similar pathway you're supposed to take if you don't climb. This looks really nice. The minecart, everything about it is just really cool. But yeah, in general, my point is, even though Daruk might be my least favorite champion to play with, and in general, he is still so fun in this game, and I feel like that says a lot. That really means that every single champion is unique in their own way and will be fun in some regard. Which, yeah, I love, because, I mean, it's nice to enjoy playing as Daruk, even though I'm not a fan, and I just realized I shouldn't have used the ice on on that enemy. I totally forgot we'd be going up against some more fire moblins, so I guess we gotta take him on the old-fashioned way. It's fine, though. Once I'm able to... Okay, we gotta avoid these attacks, because they're rather, you know, hard to avoid with how, you know, wide Daruk is. Look at that. He looked like he missed, but he still hit me. This is what I mean by I'm not a huge fan of his playstyle. He's just a bit too big. I like slow, strong swords, but I don't like burly, tanky character. I mean, you know, I don't mind being the tank. It depends on the, you know, I'm just not a fan of, I guess, Daruk per se. But okay, we're almost done. There we go. And, oh, they're so done. Okay, there we go. This is how you do it in style. I need one good flurry rush to just bombard them with attacks. I was about to kill them both either way once I break their weak point, but that worked out perfectly. Now, Yeah, the Bridge of Alden, the smallest iteration of the Bridge of Alden that we know of, at least, has been taken down. I love how it's shaped like a dragon, it being based off of the Din Dragon, probably. I don't know. Either way, now we have arrived to Death Mountain itself. This is where the you know, the big boys play, and this is where I believe you literally had to scale to try to make your way to Rudania, the Divine Beast. But instead, we got a battle ahead of us. But don't worry, we're pretty much making our way to Rudania. That's the whole mission of this, which is reaching Death Mountain. And this is probably the highest we can scale in this game. Though in Breath of the Wild, you could literally reach the actual top of the mountain and see inside of it. While we can't actually do that in this game, we'll see it through cutscenes. So at least Daruk is going to reach his objectives. Okay, I'm losing HP here. Oh, ice moblins. It's not just Wizrobes. So I gave up, I guess, a wrong tip, and that is not just Wizrobes, but just ice enemies in general. It seems like what the game just implied on screen. They will give us drops of, you know, like the fire Wizrobe would give us a fire drop if we kill him, but I don't want that, so I'm going to ignore him entirely and just focus on destroying this guy's weak point, and hopefully with that we can easily kill the fire Wizrobe along the way. I believe this will literally... Okay, it missed, actually. Never mind. That's fine, though. Avoid that! Oh! What the hell? These flurry rushes are so key! Oh my god, you guys are clapped. That's it. Boom. Okay, well, clearly the Wizrobe is dead. And now is we can just focus on him. But yeah, in general, ice enemies. Look for ice enemies if you want to use the ice rod more often. So before anyone leaves a comment correcting me, the game literally corrected me. And for those wondering, yeah, I'm not, since I am focusing on recording it, I'm kind of learning more about the game the more I do play it. Because when I play off screen, I'm mainly focusing on just kind of the story and figuring out everything. But in the Let's Play, I want to focus more on the gameplay and enjoy it. Because I'll be honest, when I took on this mission outside of recording, I didn't even play as Daruk. But since I am doing it in a Let's Play format and I want to show you guys everything, I want to utilize these characters to their full potential. But in my normal playthrough, it's literally Link. I spam Link nonstop. But there we go. We used Daruk throughout this entire mission. Able to... Oh yeah, these are what I meant by the drops. Those are the fire drops the Wizrobe drop. But hey, who cares? We have defeated the Iron Talus, and that does that, my friends. And oh, the music's kicking in now, which I absolutely love. I love the little final results screen. So Daruk the Goron hero, but this is not it. There's still another little mission after this. So let's collect our rewards, and yeah, not bad for Daruk's first mission. And that does it for all of the champions. So now that we have pretty much met up with all of them, things are going to open up a lot more throughout the game. This honestly felt like a rehash of Breath of the Wild, but now things are going to change. So get ready for that. And we got the Flame Breaker armor. Nice. But okay, and we can learn a new meal.
Ooh, seeing it again. It's even bigger than I remembered. Let's get right to it then. Ooh, I can't wait.
Alright, so this is what we gotta do. Yeah, Daruk wasn't able to truly secure Death Mountain and push away all the enemies. So, similar to Mipha, we got to use the Divine Beast and deter them away. And that is by using Divine Beast Vah Rudania and literally shooting meteors onto the onslaught of enemies. So once again, a very fun and easy section that doesn't really require much effort. All you need to do is just make your way to the end of this pathway, a very linear pathway. It's kind of even hard to walk in circles with such a huge Divine Beast, so literally just follow the pathway and constantly shoot and you'll be good. But again, as simple as this concept is, this just adds to what the game is all about, killing enemies in the masses. So if you're a fan of mass destruction, this must be enjoyable, and I guess I am, because I'm enjoying this. As simple as it is, I can't deny it. This is still pretty fun. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and not use our Muso. Our Muso is up, but I don't know how long it's gonna take to recharge it, because I do want to use it at the very end of this spiral we're walking through. It's essentially, I believe, like around Death Mountain itself, or in like the crater portions, as we are literally walking on top of lava. So yeah, I can't actually pinpoint exactly where we are, if we're just walking around the mountain or what, but either way, I love this section here. Absolutely intense, absolutely over the top, and I am ready to fire my laser once we reach the very end. So yeah, I've been saving my Muso. You may notice I've been getting hit as well, but I don't believe you really have to try on these except in the end. In the very end, you want to go berserk, because that is where you'll start losing HP like crazy, and these basic attacks like these meteors that I'm shooting won't actually be enough. So I'll show you guys what I mean, and that is once we reach, yep, here we go. I believe we could kill them all in one go. I'm not entirely sure though, but this is where you, at least I would use it, because I do believe they will kill you very fast. So, okay, wait, we did it, nice, okay. Yeah, so this is what I meant. Save your Muso for this section, because the Taluses will get really annoying if you let them attack you. And here is another move I didn't even consider using as Rudania, and that is where he just smacks his tail. He has a couple other movesets, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna explode everything and end off the mission. You know, that about does it. You know, just a quick, you know, run with Rudania, testing him out. But we'll be able to do much more with him later. For now, that does that, and yeah, let's collect our rewards.
That was unexpected, but we pulled through in the end. You really proved yourself, hey little guy? Now, about me piloting Rudania. Well, go ahead and count the mighty Daruk in.
Oh, thank you, Daruk.
Of course! We'll smash that Calamity cannon jerk to smithereens! Oh, wait a minute. You must be starving after all that fighting. I know just the cure for that. My favorite, prime rock roast. Doesn't it look delicious? Why don't you dig in, little guy? Sorry. How thoughtless of me. I should have brought some for you, tiny princess. Next time, I promise to bring enough for everyone.
Thank you very much.
And that does that, my friends. We have completed the fourth and final mission in recruiting the champions on Hyrule's side. So there we go, Daruk has been added, and yeah, I'm happy that the team is now assembled. The Hyrule Avengers are ready to face the Calamity. So let's go ahead and you know, get ready for this next level, the Hyrule Outpost, which has question marks, but you may notice the recommended level is 16. We're not even close to 16, not even Link, the main character we play as. So what are we gonna do? Yes, we're gonna prepare. As mentioned earlier, it is time to make our way to all of these little side quests, these actual missions, upgrading the character's combo sheet. Everything is gonna be done through the overworld, just like this on the menu. We're gonna do all of these little missions, and that will be covered in its own separate video, and then the next episode will actually be of this part of the story, which is the Hyrule Outpost. So yeah, we're just gonna beef up our characters, everyone we unlocked with all these side quests we have to do, and then we're gonna make our way to the Hyrule Outpost. I hope you guys are ready for that. Be sure to leave a like if you're enjoying this, and if you're excited for this upcoming new take.